Hello people out there and welcome back to yet another exciting episode of Seek Your Purpose. This is Mayank Sehra, your host for the show. If you're listening to this podcast for the very first time, then hit that subscribe or like button to never ever miss out an episode the time we upload it. Or if you're a regular listener, then I request you to please rate and review us on Apple Podcast and Spotify so that we reach out to the maximum. Now, let's get started. I recently came across this realization that we can categorically divide humans into a set of two. Number one are those who get influenced easily, and number two are those who influence. I believe that the ones who lie in the first category are struggling their way out to even pay attention to the minutest inner voice, which in most of the cases act as a guiding light. They get easily carried away by the situation and people they are being surrounded by. And instead of staying and dealing with a tough time, they prefer to procrastinate or prefer not to deal with it. Most of the time, these people look away, they fail to spend time with themselves and are all the way influenced and inspired by the outer appearance and materialistic persona of people they feel like getting attracted by. So although they prefer to get surrounded by a large set of people so that they could easily run away from themselves, but deep down somewhere, they are scared enough to spend some me time. These get readily influenced even by the craziest thing that they came across. While the latter ones are those who believe in the power of 3 C's: clarity, courage, and consistency. These are the ones who know that although there's an imperfection in them, but they are working day in and day out on the self-improvement part and are readily working hard enough to make a long-lasting dent in the universe. These are the ones who are in the creation mode and are working diligently towards the higher purpose that they have in their mind, irrespective of the consistent backlash that these guys face readily from the outer world. Their ideology stems from the fact that acceptance paves way for improvement. So the ones who lie in the second category, I call them a magnet. Because they are attracting wellness, they are attracting goodness, happiness and kindness towards them. The universe is working for their favor. So if you lie in category 1, then I guess listening to the remaining part of this podcast will prove utterly beneficial to you. And if you consider yourself in the second category, then I trust that you will resonate well with me with the rest of the things that I'm about to put in front of you. So I'll share a quick hack using which you can turn yourself into a magnet. It's the biggest takeaway that I had while interviewing my very first guest on this podcast. So I call it the science of 3M: meditation, manifestation, and mindfulness. So to be a magnet, to be the charming enough, to be whatsoever you desire to be in your life, I urge you to practice the art of 3Ms and include them in your daily routine. Let's go. Meditation. One of the easiest and simplest manner to work in tandem with the universe. By sitting in an upright position with your back and neck straight, hands on your knees while joining the tip of your thumb with the index finger, and with every single breath that you inhale, you hold and you release, you present yourself with a feeling of being alive and grateful for this beautiful life. With this, you attract the certainties of this universe, which is all the way excited enough to work with you towards your upliftment. So just 15 minutes a day at a time, when you feel the most relaxed, calm, and be with yourself all the way away from the messy and chaotic outer world. 15 minutes a day, that's meditation. The other one, mindfulness. The art of mindfulness begins with a single ideology of being mindful of even your smallest habit that you have. The habits that you have, the activities that you are involved at a regular level, the things that you get attracted by, and the people and ideas that catch up your attention. In simple words, be mindful of even the smallest action that you perform. With this practice, you make your Nunchi stronger. That is, it makes your situational and emotional awareness stronger and makes you an amazing reader of vibes and aura of not just yours, but even the people that you come across. It makes you humble. The third one, manifestation. Wow. That's the art of manifesting the dreams and desires and wishes that you hold for your future self. It all stems from the reality of being mindful of your current positioning in life and then giving wings to the intangible thought that you have in your mind, irrespective of how vague it might sound to you right now, and turning it into a tangible thing by either simply writing it down on a piece of paper or associating it with any image or picture that resonates best with it. So if possible, create a collage, a scrapbook, or simply a PowerPoint presentation and ensure it catches your attention every time you look for that required self-push for the dreams that you have in your vision. So I'm a firm believer in the science of 3M, which I just presented to you, which will definitely help you in igniting the magnetic self of yours. You'll soon realize that you are in a state of happiness, attracted by the vision of your future. And when this happens, your inner and your outer world they mesh seamlessly, all in all your favor. You'll feel as if the luck is at your side, the universe has your back. And when you are in this state, life seems to unfold for you in the best possible way. And you start behaving as a magnet and start attracting the events to the slightest thing that you wish to make happen. So meditate regularly to be mindful of the attractions you made to eventually manifest the desired reality you wanted to live and experience in this beautiful life. Be a magnet. That's the key word. Take care. So that's what I've got for you in today's episode. If you love this episode, then please hit that subscribe or follow button on the app that you're listening to never ever miss out on the episode. Or if you're a regular listener, then review us and rate us on Apple Podcasts and Spotify to help us grow organically. And with the help of you guys and with the consistent effort that we all are making, this podcast has managed to cross 70,000 plus downloads across all the major podcast listening platforms. A real thanks, a grateful thanks, and a lot of humility while I'm expressing this thought in front of you. I really want to thank each and every listener across the last 1 year for making this happen. Now let's get out of that comfort zone of yours, just break it apart and let's seek the purpose that we are destined to in this life. I'll catch you up with another purpose seeker in the upcoming episode. Stay tuned.